Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. I want to remind you we're all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course our official website, thestephenknightshow.com. Get your new merch. New merch on our website, stephenknightshow.com. All right, so this is a very controversial topic. So it's been about a year since Andrew Gillum, he was the Florida mayor, Tallahassee mayor, who also ran for governor in Florida. And he was found in a hotel room, passed out with a male sex worker and another guy. And he went to rehab after that. He said that he had struggled from alcoholism as his father had. Well, anyway, him and his wife are coming out about their marriage. So what they're saying is that she knew from before they got married that he was bisexual. And she had questions initially because she was like, okay, well, how does this work? He couldn't answer all the questions. Some questions he could answer. But pretty much she felt comfortable once he said that it doesn't mean I want to date other people. It means that I'm attracted to both, but I'm with you. You know what I mean? And so when he was running for governor, he wanted to come out with his bisexuality, but his campaign manager or whatever said it's not a good idea. And she said it wasn't a good idea because she didn't want more scrutiny on their marriage. So a lot of people are second guessing whether or not he's really gay or is he bisexual? Did she really know? Did she not know? Linnea, as a woman, what are your thoughts on what we know at this point? Did we lose her? Okay.
Yeah, she's
all right. Now, I'll let you take it.
Cool. I'll hold it down until she comes back. Yeah, I think this goes back to what I was saying earlier, that people know. And I thought that early on, but I didn't care. He's still busy working with his work in the community. I didn't care. And I don't see why that was a talking point to make if he was married. If he was married, why does it matter if he's bisexual or not? He's married. He's not with anyone. Now I think the problem was the infidelity or getting caught doing something outside of his marriage, if that wasn't a part of his agreement with his wife. But whatever he was doing or whoever he was dating before he was married, that shouldn't matter after you're married.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have been a point to say, hey, I'm bisexual during my campaign. But after he got caught, then it's a conversation that you probably should have. Yeah, you got to say, well, this is why. My wife knows this, but the problem is I was cheating or I was doing something wrong because of my depression, alcoholism, whatever, So I don't know.
Well, it's interesting. So the male worker that he was caught with, he's recently come out and said they hooked up several times. They met on some app or whatever, and they hooked up several times, which is not necessarily the story that he told. Once
he was cheating. He was cheating. So that's the problem. But it's not that he's bisexual or gay. Right. It's that he was cheating. That's the problem. Yeah.
Yeah. Chicken, what are your thoughts?
He probably should have came out in the beginning. If he'd have came out in the beginning, he could have been probably the spokesperson for bisexuality. Who knows? But he did something bad.
But do you think, because I think most people, when they hear bisexual, they think, he gay. You know what I mean?
Probably yes in our community. Yes, definitely in our community. Yeah. But there is a such thing as, bisexualities. There's a such thing as gay, such thing as straight. And then there's a such thing as people on the spectrum. So.
Yeah. Linnea, do you believe that his wife knew all this time?
She said that she knew. It's like, I think it was Nair that said it. If that was something that he was doing before his marriage, if they had a conversation before they got married and she went into that knowing full well, the only issue would be is what made you decide to mess up right now? Like, what was the genesis that led you to do that? And I kind of feel like it may have been him not being true to himself, because you just was like you were in such a good position, and I don't feel like, it's not like he can't get back to it.
Right.
Lord, I don't know, but you were in such a good position, and in the situation that you were in, Like that. That's kind of tough because now what you said before about the wife didn't want the marriage to be scrutinized. It's scrutinized even more times 10.
Yeah. Yeah. Who was the chicken?
Prime example of what Lanier was just talking about him not living his truth. We just seen that whole thing play out with Whitney Houston, her not being able to live her truth and what that did to her and the road she went down.
But whatever. I won't go on to Whitney. I won't go on to Whitney.
I know.
No, but I feel you. I do. What you are saying is when you're not living your truth, it shows up in other ways, and it can be to your demise. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm still sideline this story. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think that the fact that she's able to come out on these shows and these interviews, they did the GQ interview, she knows who he is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's between that relationship. And
Right.
so I wish them both the best in whatever they decide to do. You know what I mean? Right. All right, so this story. So so a man goes into Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, which I've been. Anybody been California? We all know we love it. And he went there to get his food or whatever, but he didn't wear a mask, so he was put out. He comes back, according to ABC 7 LA, masked with a gun. But he didn't want money. He wanted all the chicken and waffles he could get. And as he was walking out, he wanted syrup. At this day, he is at large. They still don't know who he is. And I'm sure he's eating good. I don't know what question I have for this story, but Nair, what are your thoughts on this story? This man came, he was mad he couldn't get his food because he didn't have his mask on, and now he got all the food. As much as you get. What are your thoughts?
Well, I hope he enjoys that meal. I hope it was worth it. Because they definitely gonna get his little butt, right. Put him in somebody's dirty county cell where he actually might contract COVID if he's not careful. But yeah, that's just crazy. That's unfortunate, man. Sad.
Very unfortunate. Night, Chika. Listen, I was watching Wendy Williams today. She said, we got to talk about stuff like that because it's so slow in the news. I agree.
I'm confused because it just seems like this situation is happening more often. People not wanting to wear a mask, and now they're being told no, so they act out in violent ways. It's that our norm. This is what we're doing now. Right. I have to put on my mask, so I'm going to get mad and attack you. Is that what we're doing? It's crazy.
I'm going to say two things. The first thing, they call him the chicken robber.
The chicken robber, right.
The chicken robber. The second thing, my greedy side is only saying this because I am greedy. I wish I knew who it was and he could have bought me some chicken and waffles. That's it. I'm done.
The chicken waffles are good. I ain't gonna lie. They're good. They're very good. Very good. All right, we talked about last week about T.I. and Tiny. They're having these sexual allegations against them by this woman called, I'm named Sabrina Peterson. So, of course, they've come out and said these are not true. It didn't happen. They said, yes, we've done different things in our bedroom, but no one was pressured. No one was, it was consensual. Well, they start shooting the 4th season of their show, T.I. and Tiny Family and Friends Hustle, but it's been suspended. Now, VH1 said, and VH1 MTV, the same company, they said that it was a mutual thing that they decided to, pause the production while they worked through the allegations. They're taking the allegations seriously. T.I. and Tamika, they continue to say this is not true. Do you think they did the right thing as a company for their brand to halt the production, Nair?
Absolutely. They know who their supporters are, and those are matters that are important to the public. So even if it's not, we don't know what the truth is just yet, I don't think, other than what each side is saying.
Right.
It's worth putting some things to bed for a bit, just to kind of sort it out to the public's understanding, because that's usually what's happening first the public's
Opinion.
the public's opinion. So yeah, I think it's probably the best thing. It's been the best interest of the business and the company, probably.
Yeah. My mother always said, Chike, well, there's smoke, there's fire. What do you think about this situation?
My personal opinion, I believe that there's more to it than what, we get on the surface.
Yeah.
I'm thinking there's probably a little truth to it. Probably not like the whole story that IB and is acting out. That's normally what happens in these situations, i.e., Mr. Entanglement. Things don't go your way, you act out, now you want to tell. It was all good when the getting was good, right?
Lanier?
I think I mentioned this last week. It's always about the money and the clout, because this girl done went and got that attorney who is good at going after, especially men of a high celebrity stature with money. And she gets these clients or whoever, whatever. She gets them, and next thing you know, yeah, like, because you're not getting her unless she thinks she can get some money out of it. Not that it's true, but unless she feels she can get some money. And 9 times out of 10, what they try to do is squeeze somebody to go for a settlement. Listen, if I didn't do nothing, I'm not settling nothing. You ain't getting nothing. That's it.
Yeah.
And I know sometimes people just want to get rid of things and they don't want to deal with it, but this is too serious not to. Like, in suspending it, like Nair said, that's the best course for you to focus and fight on it the way that you need to.
Yeah.
And to piggyback on about the question about the show, you have to realize their family now is a brand, and all it takes is for them to be back on the air and a sponsor says no, and it'll be a domino effect, and then there's the show for good. As opposed to them putting a pause on it and allowing for this to die down and then coming back.
I think as a business, they did the right thing. They're not accusing anybody. They're pausing until the investigation is done. So I think as a business, they did the right thing.
And that's a hard thing for them to do too, because they could be really getting some great ratings and ad money because people are going to tune in, but they looking long term, I think, on how much damage it can do over time, if how much of a fight they'd have to put up to win people back.
Right. Yeah. Well, I hope the truth comes out either way. They said that this woman has caused havoc in their life for 10 years. But as my mom said, when there's smoke, there's fire. But we hope that, it all plays out on up and up. But Lania, Nair, thank you as always. Chike, I will see you in movie reviews. And we will be right back after this.
Yes, sir.